How's it going, guys? I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm going to upload it. I'm recording it on Tuesday. I'm considering uploading it tomorrow and then just doing TCGO like 5 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the weekends. And then, you know, battles Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Penumbra whenever the fuck I find time. So, with that in mind, we got a game with the Dynamo. Now, I know some of you guys might be getting tired of this, which is why I actually spent like all of yesterday recording games with all of my other decks. As such, I now have one game with every single one of my decks, so you guys are welcome to pick which deck you would like to see me use. In the meantime, this guy's fucking taking forever to let me do stuff, so I check and see his wins. He's got a decent amount, so he knows what he's doing. I still have no idea what kind of deck he has at the moment. I don't think either of us mulligan, but he goes first, and I see Durant on the bench immediately. I know what Pichu does, and he's got a Durant mill deck. Now, what that does is it uses Durant's first attack, Devour. It discards the top card of my deck for every Durant you have in play. Now, if he gets all 4 in play, that means he'll be, you know, nixing 4 off the top of my deck with every attack. Plus, with the 5 I draw, that means he can win in 12 turns if I do nothing to take out these Durants. Now, Pichu also has it so you can draw basic Pokemon out of your deck, as many as you want. So if you didn't get the Pokemon Collector with that Pokegear, he could just use Pichu's ability. But he's using Rotom's ability, Mischievous Trick, which is you swap one of your face-down prize cards at the top of your deck to look for that 4th Durant, just in case he might have gotten it in his prize cards. So he's only able to mill off 3. It's not really that big a deal. It actually kind of helps me a little bit if he can get energy in the discard pile, but other than that, I'm not really caring too much. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to build up this Thundurus on the bench, use Switch to pull out the Chinchou, because it does have a retreat cost. And I'm going to charge up to get an extra electric energy out of the deck and also shuffle it up a little bit just in case I draw into something better. Looking at my hand, it's not terrible because I can use Engineer's Adjustment to pull some more out of my deck, although with all the Durants in play, I really need to be careful with how many of those I use. I can also use Pokemon Collector to get my bench stocked up decently, you know, get a Cleffa in play, and, you know, possibly shuffle out my hand and get into some better things. But he is using this hammer thing that it discards an energy off of a Pokemon if you pull heads. And he is really dead set on getting energy off of this Thundurus because he tries using it, gets Tails so he doesn't discard it, Junk Arms for it, gets another Tails, and I think he's got another one somewhere in this deck. But I've been fighting people all night that have used that, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, are you that dead set on getting energy off of me? It's fucking ridiculous. But I'm going to go ahead and use Pokemon Collector this turn for lack of anything better to do. I'm trying to pick what to do. And for some reason, I'm like, you know what? No, I don't like that. So I'm going to get a Tynamo, a Tornadus, and another Thundurus for some reason. I personally think I should have gotten Cleffa. Maybe I didn't see it. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But once he decides that he's going to do things, you know, things and things. So I'm going to put down a Tornadus, just get a second Thundurus going as well. But now that I have enough to whatchamacallit, attack, I'm going to attack that Rotom because I know he's looking for that 4th Durant if he wasn't able to, because he could have seen it with Pokemon Collector, but the fact that he's using Rotom's ability so often, that must mean it's one of his prizes. So I'm going to try to prevent that 4th Durant from getting into play, and then I can worry about the other Durants later. But he's going to go for Twins since I've taken out one of his Pokemon when he has more prizes than I do, meaning that, you know, I'm closer to winning than he is. It's basically when you're on the losing end, you can use it, and you pick 2 cards out of your deck. Any 2 cards, but it counts as your supporter for the turn. It's not a bad card at all. You just have to make sure you would be losing at the time. But he obviously pulls a Revive to get that Rotom back. Now, I don't know what the second card he pulled at the time was, but Rotom's attack is still pretty nasty in that it does 20 damage to a Pokemon for every energy attached to it, I think. So, anyway, he's going to start milling. He pulls a Tynamo. I already have it in my hand. It's not that big a deal. As long as I can get one going, I think I'll be okay with that. And I actually pull another one, which is like, alright, so I'd be really stupid if I didn't put one down. I don't know why I'm not putting one down. Probably because he can snipe it out with a Durant. So that's probably why I haven't put it down at this point. I'm kind of waiting to have an electric as well. And I don't know. That's kind of my thought process behind that. But my deck's running a little thin, as you can see. I got 24, he's got 31. I'm going to need to finish this off really quick because I hate fighting these decks. I fought a lot of these decks. Lately, they're really popular because you only need 1 energy to do it, and you just need a shit ton of Durants on the bench. It just works very quickly. But as you can see, if you stay on the offensive with a particular card, you can tear through it pretty easy. You only need 6 turns to do it, but if you don't get the thing that you need in order to start tearing it down, then that's not going to work. I also got little new email notifications popping up at the bottom right, so just ignore those. What is he doing? I kind of unpaused and paused because he was taking fucking forever. Like, you have no idea. But he finally puts Pichu in the lead spot. I really don't know what these people do, like, during this whole time. So, he used his twins. I already kind of explained what Playground did. And the guy takes forever to pick his cards, like, just in general. Like, he'll run off and do something, and then he'll come back. I don't even know. But he uses twins to get it revived, no doubt. And he's going to go ahead and get that Durant. And he keeps swapping out his prize cards with Rotom, I think, you know, just to make sure that he's got them. So, oh boy, I forget what he does here because he really does take so long. If you just look at the clock in the top right, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he actually does something finally. So, he's going to mill again. He pulls one of my lanterns, a little bit disappointing. But I'm going to put down an energy on Thundurus, put down the Tynamo, and then, I decide to use a PCOM on the Tynamo, I think. I'm looking. I'll use P-Oak instead. Why did I do that? PCOMing for the electric would have been pretty smart. But I guess I wanted a better hand. And I do get a Lantern, so it's not bad. And I also get another PCOM as well, so you know that somewhat riskier play has been rewarded by the ability to PCOM out my, my Tornadus for an electric, which I will evolve next turn. And then I can start pulling all those energies that he discarded / I discarded. I can pull those out and start making use out of them before, you know, he ends up discarding them. I also have that second Thundurus on the bench, so I can build that up fairly quickly, and Lantern will benefit from all these as well. And the guy's like, he's taking forever to click on the screen because you have to click to say, okay, you saw what card they're using. And he's just not doing that. Like, play the game, dude. It's annoying. I think I pause it and unpause it somewhere along here. Yeah, the guy takes like 10 more seconds. It's ridiculous. But, I finally PCOM out for the electric because I can, and what the fuck, dude? So I hate people that play like this. I really do. Like, just pay attention to the game. Do me a favor. So I start clicking that button in the bottom left, which is kind of like a chat thing, like, hey, pay attention. Except the amount that I end up clicking in this game is like, pay fucking attention or I'll shove one of these Durants up your ass. Like, seriously, this guy really started pissing me off with how long he was taking. I understand if you're thinking about complex plays, but the thing is he's not. It's a fucking Durant, so I don't even know. Dude, what the actual fuck? Hurry your shit up. That's what I was very tempted to say to him, but it would have filtered out fuck. And I actually go to pause it and then unpause it. As you can see, he took like another minute and a half to decide what to do. I'm like, dude, this stalling shit where you're going to discourage me into quitting is not going to work. I don't know if that's what you were aiming for, or if your ma told you got to finish your homework before you can be back at the computer again, but this is stupid. Stupid. So, now that we're finally back in action, he puts an Eviolite on Durant, which is still not working. I decided to take advantage of that fact because, you know, I know that Eviolite doesn't work. I tried running it in a deck previous to this, and it did not work. So they still have to work on that. A lot of these newer cards are still glitchy. The fact that when you draw a card at the beginning, it's supposed to say draw a card, and it says like misting string resource, shit like that. Anyways, taking forever to twin something out too. Go fucking figure, right? And he pulls 2 new cards. No big deal. I still don't know what they are at the moment. He's probably just going to pull another Revive. Or, you know what? He pulls a Catcher, which is still no big thing to me. He's probably looking at the fattest thing he can get out, which is Zekrom. I'm like, okay, I really don't care. Trust me. Because if I can use P-Oak to get a switch out, then, you know, that'll be fantastic. Otherwise, I can just slap some energy on that bad boy. I'm not running that low on energy in this deck. I've only discarded 4. I've got 4 or 5, I think, something like that. So the bulk of my deck is energy. I see 1, 2... I see 2 energies in play, 1 in my hand. There should be like 4 in my discard pile. Now there's 5 in my discard pile if I counted correctly. So I'm going to evolve that guy, put an energy on Zekrom. And then I think the smarter thing to do here would have been to PCOM for something that I needed. But the thing is that my bench is fully loaded, so I don't really need anything out. I do get another energy, which is fantastic. I also get a switch, so that's going to put some pressure on him as well. It also means that now that I have the electric out, I can start building up stuff on the bench in case he wants to catch or any of it up. And I am just showing him a relentless offense right here, guys. And that you know, he has to keep reviving his Durant to mill it out, and it's not working for him. So he's got 2 prizes left, or I have 2 prizes left, meaning I only have to kill 2 more of these stupid ants. And the last one in his hand actually turned out to be a another Durant as well. Now, it's getting pretty close on prize cards as well, but I'm going to go for another Disaster Volt, and he just runs because he's a bitch. So he realizes that he wasn't able to mill me all the way out, and instead of finishing the game, he just cries and runs away. So he concedes, and that's going to be the game, guys. These decks are actually pretty popular, so expect me to be fighting against more of these. I actually think out of all the decks that I use, this one is the one that is best set to counter them, because a lot of the Pokemon in them our basics can start attacking for enough damage to hit it right off the bat. And since I have 3 electrics going on, it doesn't hurt me too badly as long as I can get one of them in play. So if you enjoyed this video, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. The comment that I find the best in general doesn't necessarily have to be funny or anything like that. We'll also get 2 codes. I have not awarded the person from the previous video with those 2 codes, but by the time I upload this, I will probably have decided, so I can scratch them off my list of codes I've already used. So that'll do it out of me, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.